Maxim Radio, Sirius 108 XM 139. I'm Covino, that is Rich. As you know, we always welcome the Maxim hotties and the A-listers. And today, look who comes back. Look who returns to the show.
Wow.
The legend, Jason Segel,
everybody.
From How I Met Your Mother.
Please, everyone sit.
I'll tell you what, Spot, our chubby producer, you and I saw I Love You, Man.
We did.
Was it not the funniest fucking movie in years?
Wow.
Definitely.
Jason Segel, How I Met Your Mother, I Love You, Man. Forgetting Sarah Marshall, it's a pleasure. His appearance on the Covino and Rich Show, that was epic.
That was good.
Yes.
It's one of the highlights of my career, frankly.
I'll tell you what, one of the highlights of mine is when you came in and pretended that you recognized me.
No, I did. I totally recognized you. But now you have a goatee.
Yes, even with my disguise. Do you dig the facial hair?
Not on women.
Jason Segel here on the show.
You know what we do every March? We grow beards. Oh, we grow facial hair of some sorts, and on the last day of March, we shave everything except the mustache and live one day as a mustached man.
I take part in that myself. Every summer hiatus, I grow a beard, and then I shave just down to the mustache for one day. It is the best.
You do the same thing?
I do.
All right,
Wow.
so what have you learned from your experience? Because in the new Maxim, you do have the scruff going on.
The scruff. I got a little scruff today. You can't see at home. I have to shave every day for that TV show, so when I don't have to shave, I take advantage of it. What have I learned from my mustache days? That mustaches are awesome.
Yeah, I think they are. Who would you put in the Jason Segel top 3 stashes of all time? Any thoughts?
Well, you definitely got to put Magnum PI.
Yes, the Magnum
That's
stash.
a classic,
I
yeah.
would put in Sam Shepard.
Wow, one we have never named.
Dude, that one. That I don't think has ever come up in 5 years of March stashness.
Yeah, and maybe Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott has a
good one.
classic.
He has a classic mustache.
A classic mustache. Jason Segel also featured in the new Maxim, like I said. And it seems like every time you're brought up now, man, since your last movie,
Yeah.
there's always something about your wiener.
I know. I'm hoping this is the last run of wiener questions. Because this is only the next movie after.
Right. Is this the last? Did that turn into a nightmare? Because it's like everything Jason Segel is now about your. It's like you and your wiener.
It was really nice when it was on the big screen, but now it's like on airplanes.
Yeah.
So people are watching it on like the little 2x2-inch screen or like on their iPod Nano. It's not very flattering.
Well, we said it last time. There should be a warning on the Judd Apatow Jason Segel movies. You've been junked, or you may potentially be junked while watching this movie.
You know, but I'll tell you what, this new movie is just so awkwardly funny. There's a clip. Hold on one second.
Yeah, totally. Totes my goats.
I mean, there is just so much awkward humor, and I've said this before. You could take your woman to see this movie. You could go with the boys, watch this movie. This is, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass, Jason. This movie is the shit.
Could I take your woman to see this movie?
I think you could. She would like that. Dude, my ex did compliment your penis.
No, oh, man.
So did Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, I heard.
Yeah. I was on the red carpet for this award show, which is still really awkward for me. I'm not used to being around proper celebrities. And Brad Pitt came up and tapped me on the shoulder. I turned around and he said, "Hey, the dick slap heard around the world, huh?" To which I said, "Oh my God, it's you!"
It's Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Dude, that's pretty cool when Angelina Jolie has seen your ween, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And speaking of weird humor, Rich, in the new Maxim magazine, co-star I Love You, man, Paul Rudd, it says here that he junked you as well.
He junked me.
That's what's up with this?
Is that a guy foul, or is this appropriate dude play?
Yeah, explain what happened.
I mean, when we've all been friends for like 10 years now, you start to degenerate to like high school prankery.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what your guys' high school's like, but it was a lot of us junking each other.
Apparently your high school was waking up with your friend's wiener in your face.
Yeah, that's in the new
That was
Maxim.
my whole childhood, really, except it was my uncle.
I'll tell you what, this movie, not only Jason Segel, hilarious, Paul Rudd.
Slapping the bass, man. Slapping that bass, man. I slapping that bass.
It seems like this movie's about you guys just fucking around, and they're like, we'll keep that take.
Yeah, well, we had a really good time, I must say. You know, we didn't need to improv as much as we needed to on other movies because the script was really tightly honed, but when it got to the awkwardness, that is where Paul, like, you can't write how awkward he can improv. It's amazing.
Now, in real life, is Paul Rudd an awkward guy? Because we meet you, you're a fun guy on screen, fun guy off. A lot of actors, you'd be amazed that they're funny on screen, then you meet them and they're duds.
No, Paul Rudd is like one of the coolest dudes ever. We just did this press tour together. For the past 3 weeks, we've been on the road together. And I couldn't ask for a better like co-star or friend. We've become really close on this. He's awesome. I gave a sincere answer.
Wow, that was sincere.
Yeah.
Something I wanted to ask you about also, we've talked about this recently. Covino's 32. I'm 30.
Wow,
I mean,
sorry,
we're entering the.
I'm gonna be 33 this summer.
We're adults.
Whoa.
Now, the older we get, see, I still value some of my friendships. Covino's that guy that's like, fuck dudes. I'm with my woman. I got my family.
Right.
He might find the situation that Paul Rudd found in this movie.
Well, let's explain the premise real quick. Here with Jason Segel, one of our favorites, Rich, from one of your and our favorite shows, How I Met Your Mother, and the new movie. We talk about it all the time. We're going to talk more about that. I seem to have something in common with Paul Rudd's character.
Sure.
His
Girlfriend
character,
guy.
Yeah, I'm the girlfriend guy.
Yeah.
Girlfriend is like ex-girl to next girl my whole life.
Absolutely.
Now, Paul Rudd finds himself in a spot where he doesn't have a best man, and he kind of recruits you.
Yeah, well, he goes on several sort of failed experimental man dates to try to make a friend, and they all go, horribly awry until finally he meets me, and that's also when the movie really picks up.
Oh, yeah, it really did. I mean, up until you, you could get popcorn during the first 15 minutes.
Once Jason Segel arrives,
it's
hilarious.
on.
Good.
That's when it gets good. Jason Segel on the show now.
What about another one of the guys we think are awesome on your How I Met Your Mother show? Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, genius.
He is a comedic genius. But do you guys? I mean, we all have friends that are gay, but can you relate to him the same way you do as your other buddies? Is he talking about, hey, I'm out with these dudes, and I mean, does he talk to you about his dudes?
Yeah, well, he's been in a relationship for a long time, but yeah, absolutely, it feels exactly the same.
Is it weird that he turns on like the most ultimate straight man role?
I think it is a real testament to what an amazing actor he is, huh? Because he's amazing at that part, and yeah, he likes the dudes.
He's like my weird man crush. I don't know why. I think he's hilarious on that show.
Yeah,
it's an amazing show. Jason Segel
has he ever been on with you?
No, we got to get him. Why don't you let him know?
I will,
dude. We've been trying to get him on so he could read excerpts from his Bro Code book because that's very relevant to what we do here on the Daily on the Covino and Rich Show.
Sure.
Jason Segel. The movie I haven't seen yet, but I'm very excited. People are already abusing your quotes
I know.
From the film. So I got to ask you this, because all of our listeners and us are abusing your crew's quotes.
Sure.
Whose quotes were you abusing growing up? Or whose quotes do you like quote Pee Wee Herman all the time? Or what are you guys doing behind the scenes?
I only quote Pee Wee Herman in my personal life when I go to the movie theater. Who did it?
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, there was the Sandler dudes. I remember like Dumb and Dumber came out when I was in high school, and people were quoting that. And I remember Seinfeld was a big thing,
right,
when we were all in high school.
Now, is that a major compliment when you see guys who using your quotes and using your sayings and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel honored anyone cares. You know what I mean? It's like you never know if people are going to like what you do, and I am a bit of a weird dude, so the fact that something's working is good.
Well, you and I were talking before the How I Met Your Mother, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I mean, you're in it now, big time. But there was a while where you weren't doing much, and you were probably shitting your pants a little.
Dude, I was writing a fucking Dracula puppet musical.
Oh, so in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, that was like based off of
that was an out of work, like desperate. Okay, how do I fix my career?
Which, by the way, I think spurred the vampire explosion of last year.
True Blood,
that other movie that
Twilight,
came out.
all because of you.
Oh, let me tell you, True Blood gave me a few vampire explosions. You know what I mean?
Dude, I love that show.
Dude, you do V?
And look, he did the vampire puppet thing on Forgetting Sarah Marshall. You said you're a weird guy. I heard something about the Muppets.
Yeah.
Is this true for
real?
I'm
trying to bring back the Muppets. Yeah.
What do you mean bring back? Did they go away? I mean,
well, they took sort of a strange turn with this, like, Muppets Treasure Island.
Yeah,
Muppets,
that's
you
right.
know, like Muppets Do Dickens kind of thing. And so I wanted to reacquaint kids today with what the Muppets were for me. Like, you know, Muppets Take Manhattan, a Muppet movie, and the Muppet Caper, you know, and it was about friendship and laughter and love and all that. So, yeah, I pitched it to Disney, and they kind of laughed at me because they thought I was joking. And then I said, no, I'm serious. Here's my pitch. And they bought it in the room. It's the first thing I ever sold in the room.
That is awesome,
dude. He's at that level now. He's baller.
He is.
He's baller.
Jason Segel. What else is coming up, man? I mean, what's I mean, you got with all the success, how are you going to keep things straight in Hollywood?
Forget that for a second.
No,
women.
Yeah, well,
how do you keep room for? Do you have women?
That's what I'm getting at. And how do you stay single?
Booty calls?
No. I'm too busy, really, to get... Like, I leave in 2 weeks for London for 5 months. Like, what if I met somebody today? What do I have to offer? I'm going to be gone for 5 months.
Pornhub?
Wait for me.
Online porn? I mean, what is it that keeps you...
I have a vivid imagination.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good stuff, man. It's a pleasure to have you back.
Thank you.
Real excited to see the movie. I love you, man. Jason Segel, friend of the show. How I Met Your Mother, one of our favorites.
Dude, pleasure, man. Jason
Thank
Segel
you, man.
on the Covino and Rich Show.
Always a pleasure.
This is Maxim Radio. Maxim Radio with Covino and Rich.